Force with us on the sidelines. You look at the Mavericks.
You could call this a boomerang trip for them. Hitting the road, and just as soon as they've left, they're headed back home again. So hopefully they're well rested and can make the most of these games.
Yeah, it's an easy trip to get up for because you know you'll be back home shortly. As you said, boomerang is the perfect phrase for it. You don't have to worry about setting the tone for a long stretch of games away from your own building.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Back to Neesmith. To the inside. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Inside. Drummond.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
And Mike Conley picks up a foul. That's his first foul of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Out to Lillard. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
Pass to Bane. Now Drummond. Back to Bane. To the paint. And the jam by Drummond.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Now here's Conley. Here's Bane. Damian Lillard with the rebound. And here's Denver. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Antetokounmpo outside. Tries it from 19. And Conley grabs the miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Antetokounmpo has got 6. Now let's find out what head coach David Adelman had to say. Allie LaForce.
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Neesmith. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Unselfishness from Lillard, has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Pass to Edwards. Here he goes. Rebounded by Denver.
When you do moves like that and you miss, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Antetokounmpo with the block. To the wing on the left. Outside, Green. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. 4-3. Here's Siakam. And Conley grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 4. That's tipped. Antetokounmpo with it. He's picked up by Bane. Here's Nesmith. Back to Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Siakam. 5 to shoot. Outside for Green. The Nuggets need to get one up. Siakam missing again.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
And again, Denver no good.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Denver leading by 4. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Mavericks trail by 4. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Horford outside. Back to Monk. Six on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
When Green turns on the speed, watch out. Blew by the defense on the drive that time.
Down low. Here's Monk. Good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Denver leading by 4. Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
I like seeing Siakam glide towards the rim, using his athleticism to his advantage.
Pass to Monk. Williams with the screen. To the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go. Here's the teardrop. Williams grabs the board.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Now Monk. Driving in. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, Monk is so lethal and efficient as a scorer. I mean, great range, always hunting his shot. I'd like to see him work on his passing, but, man, he can put it in the basket. Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not. Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Denver leading by 4. And here's Green from the arc. And again, it's Denver missing.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Outside Monk. To the inside. Here's Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials. Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Inside. And Williams punches it home.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
2 minutes remaining in the first set. 2 minutes.
Outside Edwards. Antetokounmpo with the block.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise. Giannis swatted that one away.
He drops it from range.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. There's Nesmith with the 3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Nesmith's got 5 points.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's Green from the arc. And another 3 for Denver.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Drummond. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Knocked away. Right wing. Back to Lillard. Left side, Green. Now Antetokounmpo. Drummond defending. And here's Siakam for 3. Mavericks with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
These are his first free throws of the game. So he gets them both. 32 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Lillard. Outside for Green. And here's Nesmith. 6 to shoot. Here's Green. He's guarded by Conley. Lets it fly. Nesmith's shot is off.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And here's Edwards outside. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Now a timeout called by Denver.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Mavericks trail by 3. And here's Conley. Drummond with the screen. The shot by Conley, no good. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Giannis soars in for the fast break finish.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Green.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Payne. It's Edwards on the wing. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Outside Edwards. From deep, Conley. Again, the miss by Dallas. Right side, Nesmith. It's stolen by Drummond. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Outside Conley. Back to Kuminga. To stop the drought. Kicks it out to Bane. Pass to Conley. Down low. Here's Edwards. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, He does the work to get better.
Back to Green. Jacks up a three. Giannis with the rebound. The Nuggets lead by 11. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Green. It's Williams, high post. It's Monk on the wing.
2 minutes remaining
To the inside.
2 minutes.
Here's Pippen. And the shot goes down. Pippen's got his first basket.
Yeah, you know Monk can shoot it, but it's really critical that he continue to develop as a passer, and nice to see him making a good pass like that.
And they double up on it at Kumpo. No good with a layup. Mavericks trail by 11. Outside, Green. .125 left in the third quarter. Pass to Pippen. Inside. Here's Williams. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Green. Green in the lane.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
To the paint. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Back come the Nuggets on the run. No doubt, Jalen Green.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Pass to Pippen. The three is up. Rebound by the Nuggets. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Lillard, no good. Mavericks trail by 15. And here's Green from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
3 points.
Green's got his second bucket on the night. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look for Denver.
Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left to play in the third.
I got yours.
Now here's Rozier. Pass to Adams. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Green for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Denver Nuggets. He's been and with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Nuggets want a timeout. And how about the Aussie Josh Green? An athletic wing. He's become a real threat from outside.
And I like that he's added that to his game because he gives you all the intangibles. He's a physical presence. He's an excellent defender. He moves well without the ball. And when he's knocking down threes, it takes him to another level as an offensive player. He's got a chance to be a really special player going forward.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear what the Nuggets head coach was saying to his team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. McGee with a steal. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Pass to McGee. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kuminga.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now here's Nesmith. Fires from deep. Sinks it from distance. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Lillard looking around. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they'll get another chance. Back to Lillard. Pass to Siakam. On target from range.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Here's Edwards. Down low. Stolen by Siakam. Unloads from 13. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Denver.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And here's Edwards outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And he gets that one.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Edwards for three. He buries it from three.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
The Nuggets want a timeout.
What time is it? It's time for DJ. Let's go, fans. I want to hear you get wild right now.
And here's Denver. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Antetokounmpo has got 14 points now in the second half.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle two balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
The shot by Drummond, no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. There's a screen by Kuminga. Edwards for three. Doesn't go for him.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
Here's Lillard. And the layup is good. Lillard's got his first points of the night.
Hey, Lillard's not the biggest guy on the floor, but I tell you what, he plays with great passion and can do work inside.
Now Edwards. Pass to Drummond. Outside Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Drummond. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And what I like about Bane, he sees the floor well, and he's so unselfish.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Yeah, and this speaks to how strong Giannis is. Able to still convert despite the physical defense.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And here's Edwards. Puts up a three. Drains the triple.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. But just really impressive.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
Well, this 4-game season series promises to be an exciting one. And tonight, they grabbed the early lead, going up 1-0 against the Mavericks.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Crossmark violation.
You know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Now here's Conley. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Who's ball?
Lillard with the ball. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just